Johnny Depp's legal team have claimed Amber Heard's abuse allegations are a case of Me Too without any Me Too. Benjamin Chew told those in Virginia's Fairfax County Courthouse today how prior to Ms. Heard's accusations towards her former husband, no woman had ever come forward to claim Mr. Depp had raised a hand to them. He went on to claim the Aquaman star's allegations of abuse against his client caused more harm to Mr. Depp than her fists ever did. Closing arguments in Ms. Heard's defamation trial in the case brought against her by ex-husband Mr. Depp began earlier today, with the Pirates of the Caribbean actors' legal team being the first to address the jury. The dad of two's attorney, Camille Vasquez, began the star's closing argument earlier today, reminding the court that it is 6 years to the day that Ms. Heard filed for a temporary restraining order from her then-husband. In doing so, Ms. Heard ruined his life by falsely telling the world she was a survivor of domestic abuse at the hands of Mr. Depp, Ms. Vasquez claimed within her final address. "We ask you to give Mr. Depp his life back by telling the world that Mr. Depp is not the abuser Ms. Heard said he is, and hold Ms. Heard accountable for her lies." She then went on to claim the actress subjected her former husband to persistent verbal, physical and emotional abuse throughout their time together. Ms. Vasquez replayed several audio clips of arguments between her client and his ex-wife to the jury and those in the courtroom, and claimed Ms. Heard only filed for divorce in May 2016 when she learned Mr. Depp wanted to leave her. Ms. Heard didn't just want a divorce, she wanted to ruin him, the attorney told the court. Ms. Vasquez concluded her part of Mr. Depp's closing argument by alleging Ms. Heard is either a victim of truly horrific abuse or a woman who is willing to say absolutely anything. The legal professional then handed over to her colleague and friend Mr. Chew. Mr. Chew began his part by telling the court, "You have now come to know the real Amber Heard. Scary." He went on to discuss the alleged abuse Mr. Depp suffered at the hands of his parents throughout his childhood and how he did his best to live a quiet, private life following his rise to fame. Mr. Chew then listed the actor's past romantic partners, including Winona Ryder, Kate Moss and the mother of his 2 children, Vanessa Paradis. Before Ms. Heard, no woman ever before Ms. Heard, ever claimed Mr. Depp ever raised a hand to her, he claimed to the court. And no other woman since Ms. Heard has made a false claim since. This is Me Too without any Me Too. Mr. Chew went on to dispute what his client's former spouse has claimed during the trial and stated, "Mr. Depp is no saint, and he has never claimed to be one." He continued to discuss Mr. Depp's struggle with drugs and alcohol and claimed the actor owns his flaws. But he is not a violent abuser, Mr. Chew added, before claiming Ms. Heard's accusations caused more harm to Mr. Depp than her fists ever did. Towards the end of his closing argument, Mr. Depp's attorney revisited his earlier comments regarding the Me Too movement. Mr. Depp will go to his grave, no matter the outcome of this trial, knowing people who once looked up to him will believe he beat a woman, Mr. Chu told the court. He added that here is not a single Me Too, and reminded the court how Mr. Depp's ex Ms. Moss testified, saying the actor was never abusive towards her during their relationship in the 90s. In the wake of the Me Too movement, movie bosses know better than to hire someone who has been accused of sexual abuse, Mr. Chu explained to the jury. He went on to tell them that it was up to them to decide how much Mr. Depp is entitled to financially, if they believe the actor's career has suffered as a result of Ms. Heard's accusations. This case has never been about money, he concluded. Nor is it about punishing Ms. Heard. It's about Mr. Depp's reputation and freeing him from the prison he has lived in for the last 6 years. Mr. Depp is suing his ex-wife Ms. Heard in the U.S. state of Virginia for alleged defamation over an op-ed she wrote for The Washington Post in 2018, in which she stated she was a victim of domestic abuse. The article did not mention the actor by name, but Mr. Depp argues that due to the alleged implication he is an abuser, he has lost work and been financially impacted by the piece. Ms. Heard is countersuing her ex-husband for $100 million, £81 million. The trial, and closing statements, continues.